let's see if I can get hold a manager. And okay, a little slow. Okay, so let's first look. Um, these statistics are crazy. Uh, they should not be this good. If these are real, like you are one of the best players I've seen in a while. I
A
have to
few
see
ends, yeah.
I have to see. Let's see. EV. Okay. EV big blind. Yeah, but you know it's a good sign, even if it's not like normal. And let's see, maybe you're running good, but it's still a good sign. And oops. Okay. And let's see. Okay. So let's see. EV is still very good. This is Winamax.
Yes.
Now, from the small blind, are you? Yeah, you're raising a lot, and that's good. Many people like to limp in right now, but I'm not seeing a lot of evidence that that's good. So this is good.
Yes, I see. I don't have very raising bluff in CO and button, and now I try to put more because
Right.
I seen your videos.
Oh, thank you, man. I appreciate it. No, yeah, like it's good you're raising here. It's really nice. The EV, the big blind, is very good. You are saving 8 big blinds out of 10. That's really big. Early position is very good. You're running very good there. Middle position is very good. Cutoff is, yeah, you're running very good there. Button, let's see, VPIP pre-flop raise. Maybe you could raise a few more hands from the button,
Yes.
but yeah, it's the VPIP 2116. Yeah, that's almost. Yeah, this should be like 2117, 2118, and the way you do that is by raising on the button. Now three bets is a little low. Okay, so let's see a couple things. Let's see. So let me look. Continuation bet. Let's see. Flop C bet. Turn C bet. River C bet. Uh-oh. It's not giving me. Let's see. Turn C bet. Uh-huh. Sometimes the connection is a little slow.
Yeah.
What part? You're in Portugal?
Yes.
Oh, cool. What part?
Coimbra.
Coimbra. Ah,
Yeah.
cool, man.
Yeah.
It's a beautiful city, right?
Yes.
Everybody says the same thing. So it sounds like it's a good city.
Yeah.
And let's see. I was in Porto one time. It was
It's good too.
like, yeah, it looked like something out of a book. I was, what the hell? Like, this is too pretty.
Yeah.
This is not real. Where is the McDonald's? I don't understand. Let's see. Turn C bet. Turn C bet out of position. Yeah, I'm going to have to look at a lot. Let's see. Delayed. Delayed turn C bet. Delayed turn C bet out of position versus continuation bet. Check. Okay, so not that. What was it? They call it so many words they give it. Let's see. Raise C bet. Yeah, let's look at one today. Why you take so long? Hold the manager. Come on. There we go. And, flop. Fold to see that? Where did that go? They change this like with every update, so I think like oh, I got this, and then like no, I don't. Let's see. Fold to see that. Turn, and let's see. Oh. Sorry, it's going a little slow on this connection. So let's.
Yeah.
Okay. Or I could just do this. Let's see. Okay. Turn, fold. There we go. Turn, fold to see that in position. Oh, do that. Turn, fold to see that in. Turn, versus. Okay. That's very high. Okay. Now let's see. I mean that. Sorry, some of these words are really strange. Let's see. They added a few more to this.
Yes, I have to actualize the other menu.
Oh, you just updated it? Oh, okay, there it is. Okay, so river, fold to see that. Fold to see that in position. Okay, now. Versus skip see that. Skip flop see that and check call out of position. Skip flop see that and check hold out of position. This, well, let's just look at this. Skip flop see that and check is out of position. And sorry, this is going to take some time.
No problem.
Let's see. Aggression. Let's see. Flop aggression. River aggression. Percentage. Just flop aggression. Okay, there we go. Turn aggression. Turn aggression percentage. And there was like one more I wanted to see. Okay, so let's do. Okay. You have a fast computer. This is good. Okay.
Yes.
So one thing I want to look at very quickly. There's two different types of poker. There's poker without an ante, and there's poker with an ante. I mean, excuse me. Let's change it a little bit. There is poker with an ante and without an ante, but there is all-in poker and not all-in poker.
Yes.
So you want to see what you're doing when you can't shove all in, when there's not short stacks. So this is when there is nobody. This is when there is nobody doing that, and your 3-bet is too low. That is too low. Okay.
Yes.
So your 3-bets. We need to bring that up. Let's see. Well, we need to bring up your 3-betting a little bit.
Yeah.
Your number's so good, I want to be careful, but I need to make sure I have you knowing everything. And let's see, homework. I have to go right after we're done talking, so write me an email asking for you flat too much. Do you have this video?
No.
Okay, so that is my video on 3-betting. Because I think you could 3-bet a little bit more in position. Because your 3-bet is like, we could bring... I'm looking at the guys that are doing really well right now. And they are 3-betting like, when there's no all-in, they're 3-betting like 6%, 8%. You're 3-betting 4%. Which means they are 3-betting like 2 times as much as you are. That is the only thing that is really different about you and like the really good players. 1 to showdown is good. We'll look at that a little bit. These numbers are very good. Let's see, flop c-bet is 80%. Just so you know, that is unbalanced, but I don't really care because many people just fold the flop. Now here, okay.
Yeah, the players are very. The most of the players in Luina are bad, but she folds very to c-bet, so I c-bet a lot.
Flop c-bet is high, but good. Turn c-bet maybe could be a little higher. Homework. Write me an email asking for the video. Buying the showdown. Because I only get 1 hour with you, I usually like, I have a prescription like I'm a doctor, you know, like, hey, take pills, right? No, but I have specific videos for specific players, right?
Yes.
And I think that helps a lot. This WTSD I have to look at again. Turn c-bet I think could be a little higher. Something I want to look at. So let's see. Okay, so more filters. It's so nice to work with a fast computer. And let's see. We're going to do triple barrel.
Yeah.
Let's see. So you started with 44,000 hands. And okay. So we start with 44,000 hands. Now we have 92 triple barrels. And okay. So let's see.
Yeah, I don't bluff a lot, and some spots
Well,
I
this one is good. That's a good bluff right here.
Yeah.
Like I like this one. I like this triple barrel for value. This is good.
Yeah.
So let's see. Yeah, sorry, I did not mean to cut you off. I was just saying, like, it's funny you said that because your bluff is good. Let's see. Let's see, 92. I guess on the sites you're playing on too, you don't have to bluff too much. Your 3-bet, your triple barrel is good. Your triple barrel is good. Okay, I had to do like the math. Normal people triple barrel here like 50% of the time. I mean, excuse me, like 50 times.
Yes.
And you go like 92, which means you triple barrel about 1 time every 500 hands. That's pretty good. That means you're trying to go for value a lot of the time, and you can do this kind of bluff. So that's good. And okay, so that's good right there. For 3-bet is the big thing I want to change. And let's see. Flop c-bet. We already talked about turn c-bet. River c-bet. Flop c-bet in position. About the same as out of position, okay? It's sometimes you get a very bad flop and you're out of position. It's okay to check fold there a little bit more.
Yeah.
C-bet in position, 42. That's good. This could even be a little higher, like 45, 48. Just because so many times, like what happens is people just call the turn and then on the river they check. Like BioSolver or whatever says leave the river like 40% of the time, but nobody does it. So I think your turn bet could be a little higher.
Yeah. Okay.
River bet is good. River c-bet, yeah, it's good. Flop raise c-bet 6.3. What do you think?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I see in your videos the raising bluff, and I don't have raising bluff in these values.
Yeah, I don't do it that much.
It's always value.
It's always value, yeah, which is, by the way, that's okay in small stakes games, but you're at the point like, well, let's see. What sports do you like?
Football.
Football? Okay, like Europe football or my football?
My football.
Your football, okay. It's it's funny. I was reading. You know why they call it football in America? We are so stupid. When you guys gave us soccer, we didn't like it, so we started carrying the ball, and that's why it's called football. It was supposed to be football, but we kept holding the soccer ball and running with it. But I was reading that. I thought that was so funny. So American. We started carrying it, and then we start fighting each other, right? But anyway. Like in soccer, like right now, these statistics, they're like an MLS player, you know what I mean? Yes. You can play for like NYFC or something, but like to get to like Real Madrid, we have to start doing the crazy stuff. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And one of those is you need to, okay, write me asking for, and like, look, I know you try not to share these like with many people. The videos I'm going to send you.
No, yeah.
Okay. Like it's okay if you show like one person, but like you know, showing it to like 80 people, maybe not the good idea.
Yeah.
It also it gets me in trouble, right? Because then the people who have my hard drive, they go like, hey, what the hell? Like what is this? Yeah. So let's see, flop fold versus c-bet. Flop 52.9. That's actually okay. I think you could maybe go down like a couple percent, but it's not bad. Let's see. And also, it's been many years since I played Winamax, so it's hard for me to say. Flop fold versus c-bet in position. Now this is good. This is what it should be at. Turn fold versus c-bet 48.8. That's actually pretty balanced. That's okay. Turn fold versus c-bet in position 42. Maybe calling a little too much on that turn.
Yeah.
River fold versus c-bet 62. So yeah, you have like very normal regular statistics. This is like these are the guys that like just grind a lot.
Yeah.
Like how many you play a lot of tables, right?
Yes, I play 10, but now I 8 because I went to more focus in some spots to explore.
Yeah, to learn a little. Yeah, it's. I think 8 tables is pretty good. I don't think there's anything wrong with that. I play like 6 because I'm old, but when I was younger, I played like like 30.
Yeah.
How old are you?
27.
27. Yeah. I'm about to be 30. Too old for this shit, man. But let's see. River fold versus c-bet in position. Yeah, these are fine. Check fold flop as percentage as pre-flop raiser. That doesn't seem right. Check raise flop percentages. Pre-flop raiser. Yeah, this is actually, that's better than most people. Many people do this like 2% of the time. Check fold flop percentages, pre-flop raiser. There's no way. I did something wrong. I have to see that. Again, turn, flop aggression percentage 6. You could bluff a little bit more on rivers. That's about it. These are very good statistics. And the 3-bet thing is like that's very new. That's like the newest thing I'm working on with my students. Essentially, well, I'll show you why. So let's look at By the way, you can show this to your like backer, but yeah, don't show it to other people.
Yeah.
Please, because it's kind of my they're my ideas, damn it.
Yeah.
And let's look at what happens when you cold call pre-flop. So let's say you cold call. This is your entire range, like premiums and crap, everything. So okay, so 73 big blinds per 100. 62, that's pretty good, actually. Now, let's take a look at... Wait a minute, you're Portuguese. Do you like basketball?
Yes.
Yeah, I knew I liked it. There we go. But because basketball is actually where people started figuring out some of the things we're going to look at. So, I'll tell you. So, okay, this is you 3-betting. You see this?
Yes.
Okay, so this is, let's see, 70, 140, 210, 280, 350. You are making 6 times as much money every time you 3-bet versus when you call. Now, let's take a look and see 3-bet light, okay? So let's say you 3-bet light in position, and let's see what that looks like.
In small blind, I 3-bet light a lot.
Yeah, even here, look at this. Like, even when you don't have big hands, you are still making more money than when you cold call. You see that?
Yes.
This is, this is why, well, let's look at a few more, because this is fun now. Let's see. Let's get rid of this. Oh, you know, we have to do, Well, let's see. 3-bet light in position. And let's see this. 3-bet light in position. Oh no, I already did that. Excuse me. Sorry. It is late here in America. I drank my milk. I'm falling asleep. Now let's see. 3-bet light out of position. Yeah. What time is it there in Portugal? Early morning, right?
Yes. 1.
What, 1?
Yeah.
Damn. It's 1 in the morning?
Yeah.
Why did you make your lesson at this time? Is this when you wake up?
Yeah.
You play in Asia?
Yeah, I play until 2, 3. Not today. Today I study all the day. And
Oh yeah. When I lived in Malta, I had to stay awake till like 7 in the morning. I fucking hated it. Oh my god. Well, and like I would go drink and eat my dinner at 7, right? So everybody in the neighborhood thought I was an alcoholic. Like, oh, 7 in the morning, this guy is drinking beer, man. These Americans. Yeah, it was pretty bad. Now let me check another thing. So when you're cold, so let's do other advanced filters. All in brief. Oops, son of bitch. Hold on a second. Damn it. What did I do? Hold on a second. What is it? What? Okay, here we go. Alright. All in pre-flop. Take a look. So what's your NBA team?
I don't have one. I see, but I don't have a favorite team.
Yeah. Do you watch the Spanish league team, or do you watch Spanish basketball?
I don't have time. I only see football and play poker.
Yeah, good man, good man. The good thing about football is like you don't have to watch much.
Yeah.
It gets you can tell when it's getting exciting because everybody makes a noise like ah.
Yeah.
And all in pre-flop false, did cold call true. So let's take a look. And okay, so all in pre. Oh no, it took away my filter. Hold on. I don't like you, Hold'em manager. Why did you do that to me? Okay, all in pre-flop false. And that. Okay, so this is when you cold call with like any hand you want, and it's not an all-in. You make 22 big blinds per 100. Okay, so let's see. Now let's say, okay, let's say you 3-bet light in position, and we other advanced filters. You can't go all in. Let's say that. So let's see what we look at here.
Okay.
And let's see how much you're making when you just 3-bet without an all-in. Look at this. Look at this. Look at that Pedro.
Yeah.
185 big blinds, man. This. You could, and these are like bad hands. These aren't good hands. Like you are making 200 big blinds per 100 when you do this. And okay, there's 100 hands here.
Yeah.
Did you 3-bet? How many hands did you cold call with? I forgot. Hold on a second. So when you cold call, pre-flop, let's see, did cold call, and then other advanced filters, all in pre-flop. Let's put it here. Let's see how many of these you have. So 100 hands you 3-bet, and here 1,000. 1,000 hands you cold call. Now most of these are in the big blinds, but even if we take away the big blind, you are like you. So I'll tell you where I started looking at this. So okay, let me get a little coffee. This is a little hard to explain. Always the coffee. Always the coffee. But yeah. 1 second. So, you remember like 10 years ago in basketball, it was just like big guys like hitting each other? You had like Shaquille O'Neal and Dwight Howard and those guys.
Yes.
Yeah. And now these days you have like Steph Curry and like Klay Thompson. Like you and I could probably kick Steph Curry's ass.
Yeah,
You know,
yeah.
if we needed to, you know, like if we were drinking, we could do it, right? if we believed in ourselves. But why that's changed is, and if you've heard this before, just stop me because I've talked about it, I think, in an interview. But what happened was this one coach, he hired a guy like me to analyze basketball, right? Just like a statistics nerd. And he said, you know, every time you guys fire a three-pointer, you hit the three-pointer like 33% of the time, right? So on average, it is good for 1 point.
1 point. Yeah.
And whenever you do a shot, like I think within 10 feet of the hoop, you hit 50% of the time. So it's good for 1 point.
Yeah.
If you get the ball 100 times in a game, you get 100 points. That's pretty damn good. But these shots over here, they're only good for like 0.6 points, right? Or like 0.4 or like 0.8. And you guys are doing all this. So what they started doing, what the Golden State Warriors started doing, which was really genius, is they hired Steph Curry and Klay Thompson to like take the ball out and keep firing. And then they hired Draymond Green to like try to hit it, you know, within 10 feet. And then boom, they have like 5 championships or something crazy, right?
Yeah.
And Cavaliers did the same thing. And it's all mathematics. Poker, it's the same thing. The 3-bet, there are people that you don't want 3-betting, right? Like if you're trying to teach your friend how to play poker and he doesn't know anything, it's like, hey, dumbass, don't 3-bet, right?
Yeah.
But you are not that guy, right? When you 3-bet, you make like 10 times as much money as when you cold call. 10 times.
Yeah.
You are like, right now, you are like Steph Curry trying to dunk. Like, I'm sure Steph Curry could dunk, but nobody wants to see Steph Curry dunk.
Yeah, that makes sense, yeah.
Gotta get you shooting that 3. Now, let's see. So we need you to 3-bet more. My video, You Flat Too Much, it's a little older, but people still say it really works. As far as 3-betting more people, it's perfect for online players because it's about the HUD. Do you use a HUD?
I have a HUD, but it's a simple HUD.
Okay, so let me tell you how to do this without a HUD. Do you take notes when you're playing?
Sometimes.
Okay, so when you're deep in a tournament, you have less tables. When you don't have a HUD, here's how you estimate the raise first percentage. When you don't have a HUD, look at a person's person's hand when they raise. Let me write this down. If it is a suited 2-gapper, an ace X, unsuited, less than ace 10, they are opening more than 20%.
Okay.
If you see that, you can 3-bet the shit out of them. Sorry for my language. My father is
no
a
problem.
Okay, good. It was, my father speaks Portuguese. Have I ever? Yeah. My father lives in Brazil. He speaks Portuguese. It's the weirdest thing I've ever heard.
It's good for this session. Help me.
Yeah, exactly. I should call him like, Dad, I need your help.
Yeah.
He's like, hey man, what the hell? I am fishing, right?
Yeah.
Let's see. So we need to get you shooting that 3-pointer a little bit, and let's clear filters. Why you no work? You work for me. Okay, great. And let's see, more filters. Now let's see. Okay, so let's see call versus 3-bet.
Yeah, I play. I think I play very bad. This.
you think it's not good?
Yeah.
So far so good. Hey,
Yeah.
this is good. You only do it with like good hands though, right?
Yes.
That's okay. just try to 4-bet more and like, yeah, like this is actually pretty good. You can call 3-bets. You're doing it very careful. Yeah, you're doing it very careful. Ooh, small blind is the problem.
Yeah.
Ooh, let's be a little bit more careful. Let's write that down. Let me see. Okay, let's be a little. Oh wait, shit, that's the wrong screen.
Yeah.
You get. Okay, you get back. Let's try to be a little more careful calling 3-bets out of position from a small blind. And you know why that is because your opponent is okay with like betting turn and river then. And let's see. So, okay, and let's see, net, call pre-flop, 3-bet true, more filters. Usually this is how long everything takes because people have such terrible computers, so this is actually pretty nice. So let's see.
Nice.
Yeah. So let's look at a few more things. Pre-flop hand groupings. Let's see.
I see this in a few days ago, and I lose very cheap with 8-9 suited and.
Yeah, there's usually one hand for no reason. Everybody loses with.
Yeah, and I don't understand like.
So, okay. So the big thing I want you to see here, this is pretty normal. Suited 2 gappers, 9 big blinds. Like, good job, man. And like suited 1 gapper, 3 big blinds. Good job, right? So as you can see, like the thing I want you to focus on is like, okay, so here we have 44,000 hands. And let's see, like 95% of your money is coming from medium pairs, low pairs, suited aces, and big pairs, big aces, and pocket aces. That's where your money is coming from, right?
Yes.
So if you want to make more money from these hands, you have to 3-bet more in position when people are opening too much, right?
Right.
Because whenever a guy opens in front of you, and he's a weak player, he is like trying to take your pot, right? And you don't want him to do that. You have to say like, okay, no, I'm sorry. And you have to apply something I call PBSH. Have you ever heard me talk about PBSH?
No.
Okay, PBSH stands for peanut butter sandwich. No.
Okay.
That's how I make people remember it, right? But it's actually position, bigger pots, superior hands, heads up.
Yeah.
If you can get that, if you can get those 4 things, you will just make tons of money. According to every one of these database analyses that I've ever done. So let's see, and okay, so whole cards you were already looking at, and this is interesting. 6-6. Okay, so most of these. Let's see. Oh yeah. What was the from position? Let's see. Okay, let's try a couple more. Let's try a couple things. So this is called 3-bet true. And okay, so let's see, more filters. Let me go through a few more leaks. Let's see, that people usually have. Excuse me. Filter by, select none. And let's see, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Okay. More cards. This is normally when I drink my coffee, but your computer goes too fast. So let's see. Usually I go, okay, set that, get a drink of coffee, then go, but your computer just goes like right away. Okay, so this is good. Position, yeah, very good. Very good. You fold from early position a lot of the time. That's good. You like when you have just like 3s and 27 big blinds. What do you do?
If I have a very stakes of shove, I fold, né? If the table is very passive, I go open, but normally I go fold that shit.
Oh, okay, good, yeah, I can tell. Numbers are good there. Actually, let's take a look at suited gappers. Let's look at very normal leak these days. So let's see. So let's do this. There it is. Okay, early position. It's not that bad. Small blind. What do you do from the small blind? What was your overall? What was your pre-flop raise? Small blind pre-flop raise. Oh shit. Okay. Hold on a second. Oh, you almost got something over me. Let's see. Raise first end. Middle position. Early position. Oh, where's overall? Okay, thank you. And let's get that. How did I forget that? Okay. Yeah. Okay. Unopened pre-flop. Okay. Shit. I forgot they called it this. Okay, go up, move up. Move on up. Ooh, I forgot the other thing I was supposed to look at. Okay. Okay. Alright. Unopened pre-flop raise. 26%. Very controlled, and that's actually pretty good, Pedro, except for the small blind. Small blind, I want you to look at this stat. The small blind, okay. If you raise to 3 big blinds from the small blind, how much are you risking?
2.5.
Excellent. So if there's 2.5 in the middle, how often does your bet need to work? It's the obvious answer you're thinking right now.
Yeah, 50%.
Yeah, 50%. So he needs to play 50% of the hands. Do you know what 50% of the hands looks like?
Sorry, I go.
Yeah, let me get your Flopzilla up.
I don't. I buy this week. I learn.
Well, here, this is okay. This is what 50% of the hands looks like. So if you think a guy is defending this much, like, don't raise, but if you think he's like a little nitty, and especially on these newer sites, people are very nitty. So you go ahead and you go ahead and raise. So the sites you are playing on, do you play like was it like Chinese sites, or where are you playing?
Yes, Chinese.
Chinese. Yeah. Is everything in English or?
Yes.
Oh, it's in English. Nice. That's good. And okay, so this
site is not Chinese, but have a lot of Chinese.
Oh, okay. What's this? Well, I don't know if you're allowed to tell me, but yeah. Anyway, let's see. You're doing very good when you call the river. Like, just very good. Okay, you are not a hero caller. Good. So far, pretty good stats,
yeah,
Pedro.
My breaker, I do some arrow calls and they'll.
You got to hear about it.
Why you do this? Okay, I stopped.
Yeah, like, oh, that's good that he gave you a very good lesson. I had 5 students. This was a true story. I had 5 guys. They were all high-stakes players. They were playing like WPTs and stuff. And, you know, they said, Alex, if you get this guy winning, you get 5% of the money. And if they lose, we fire you. So I said, okay, sounds fun. And so I looked at all their hands and, like, they were all very, very good. And the only thing they were bad at is they kept calling river. And I said, why do you call river there? And they were like, oh, our backer, he hates it when we fold a good hand on the river. And I said, okay, I give you permission. You can fold, right? I will deal with your backer, right? And I'm thinking I'm so going to lose. And yeah, they had like a WPT final table and like made all this money, so it was pretty cool. But the only thing they had to do was fold on the river. Let's see, so let's clear filters. And so far, this is pretty damn good. Let's see, more reports. Let's see, tournament ante. Actually, let's see. No, I don't think that's going to help on Winamax. We'll just take a look at
I think
stats.
I have a problem when stay deep. I can't I can't stay with very cheap. I small stack and I shove and I open. I try to find spots to put more variance, but good to increase my stack.
Right. You know what? The best way to keep a big stack is to forget you have a big stack. Like the change is just very small. Like maybe like 7 for suited. Well, I don't know. It's like 7 for suited. I don't raise on the hijack, right?
Yeah.
Like everybody raises that hand now. I think it's a piece of shit. But like I will tell you, like I will raise it if I have a big stack. If I think the big blind is going to call me, that's the only guy who's going to call me. But these days, like the button wants to fight with me, the cutoff wants to fight with me, the waitress wants to fight with me. I don't, I'm not going to raise. So if I do raise, I'm going to raise something that only the big blind calls. So I will raise like 3.5x, right? And then, the guy on the button goes, oh, you are so fucking stupid, Assassinato. I don't know why you are here, da-da-da. And they fold. And then the big blind goes, oh, you are so stupid. I don't know what you're doing. Okay, I call. And then they check fold, which is a lot of money. So this is like, I think you could move all in a little more, but this is pretty good. Free bet, yeah, like you can shove here a little bit more. Can shove a little more with 16 to 25 big blind. You don't like to shove with those stacks, right?
Yeah, it's a stack I can play, and sometimes I don't put in risk.
No, you don't want to do that. Somebody just turned off the lights. Hold on a second. Somebody outside just turned off. Come on. En la casa. My dogs speak Spanish. They don't speak English. Oh, they literally they don't understand English. It's so everybody is like, why is this person speaking Spanish in this house? It's, let's see. So these are pretty good. Position. Okay, there was one other filter I wanted to do. Oh yeah, a few more. Okay, yeah, more filters. Hand value filters. Oh no, whole card filters. Select. Okay. Turn. Okay, select none. Let's see. Okay, this is another leak. A lot of people have. Let's take a look. Okay. There you go. Okay, this is why I tell people don't play these hands. And I think you are just like the sickest player ever from the cutoff. This happens again, but let's see. Yeah, this is okay. So I want you. Okay, play. What is this? Play the offsuit aces. Only. What are you doing from the small blind? That is. What do you do?
3-bet a lot in the small blind, these aces.
Yeah.
This is open late position because I have a ace, a blocker, and I should. This is good.
Yeah,
I don't know.
I don't. Do they fold to you or do they call?
if button raise, I go 3-bet in the small blind, the ace.
Right.
And
There's a lot of people now that flat a lot of 3-bets. So
yeah,
if people flat a lot of 3-bets, use suited gappers instead. If they flat 3-bets.
yeah.
Yeah, and like especially on new networks, there's a lot of people that go, "Hey, I don't want this asshole to beat me. I call." And then you sit there with your ace-6 offsuit and go, "Oh shit."
Yeah, I
Because,
have
like,
very bad equity with these hands.
Mhm.
Yeah, okay.
Right, he has very good equity versus your hand there. So like, but if you have like 7-5 suited, that hand works pretty well. These hands work really well if the excuse me. These hands work really well if you have like short stacks and the guy has to move all in or fold.
Yeah.
That's a good idea to 3-bet
Yeah,
them.
if you open 20 big blinds, I 3-bet. Yeah.
That's
Yeah,
a beautiful time to 3-bet. Yeah.
okay.
Let's see. Couple more filters. This is the one I want to see. Let's see. What are you doing now? Let's think. Okay, alright. King Jack, Queen 10. Let's look at Broadways.
Yeah,
What you do with offsuit Broadways. Okay, so these hands. And we're not going to. Oh, I screwed